Hey guys, God bless. I have kind of a praise report today of something that happened, so I wanted to share with you. And it's pretty neat. I hope you see it. Uh, Here's what happened. So I've been praying recently, and like what we all should be doing about getting ready. And if there's anything in the house, Lord, that you don't want me to have, then I ask that you point it out to me and direct me um, and help me get rid of it, whatever the case is, whatever's hindering me, I guess, in this home. So, you know, kind of like what we've all been doing. I think we're all kind of cleaning house, of course, getting ready to go. And excuse me. So I honestly, deep down inside, honestly thought I was good to go. I didn't think I had anything in my home really or in my life that was hindering me. Um, Pretty straightforward. I don't, there's nothing for me to be ashamed of or in my home or anything like that. Um, so I was on YouTube and I subscribed to um, a woman named Jeremiah 25. And I watch every one of her videos regardless. They're very powerful. And she normally does prophetic words. Well, in this case, she didn't do prophetic words. She did kind of a study on idolatry, modern idolatry. And I saw it and I was like, well, I almost skipped over it because I was like, I don't have any idols in my home. I mean, I'm not a football fanatic. I don't have, anything in my home I thought that would be considered an idol. But as always, I turned it on and I'm gonna forgive me for the crude video here, but um, this is I'm gonna turn her noise down here, her music. And I played the video, and it's talking about what we physically bow down to is what man has, made an idol. Like that's an idol. If I physically bow down to something, that's an idol. But that's not his definition. And it talks about correct yourself with any graven image, similitude, or any figure, likeness, male, female, likeness of a beast that's on the earth. Wow, that kind of got me. I was like, what? Likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish in the water, beneath the waters beneath the earth. This is Deuteronomy, and I was like, what? Really? So I kept playing it, and I was like, that's kind of strange. And then in the above scriptures passage, God makes no distinction between the object that is worshipped and one that is not. These are simply graven images by God's definition. Examples of these objects today are abundant, and it can be the form of art, objects, figurines, likeness of people, animals, or angels. And I thought, well, I don't think I have anything like that. And stuffed animals, I have dogs, they play with toys. I didn't think of that. But then I saw this. They can likewise take the form of stuffed animals and or other toys and also brass eagles. Brass eagles, fish, bird, blah, 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 found in offices. That struck a nerve with me because I have a brass eagle in my office. So um, I went over to my office and I started looking around. And uh, this eagle, normally when a unit, or I'm sorry, normally when a soldier leaves, you get a gift. Like this was given to me when I was in this company here as a first sergeant. I have that. There's other things. Let's see here. Like I said, forgive me here. I got this when I left another place. There's the same eagle. Back here, remember this stump? That's like a little, like that horn right there. But anyway, you got this stump right here, and I'll explain that in just a second. Um, so this is what drew my attention to the office. Now, this is my wife's office. My office is in the other room. She has to look at all this memorabilia all the time, so I don't hardly ever go in here anymore. Kind of waiting to finish the basement. Of course, Jesus, I think, is going to come back before we ever get that done. But all this would go in the basement, and I would have my own man cave, whatever. But anyway, um, this stuff's in there. I have paintings. I collect different stuff from the military. And, like I said, the military has, just stuff like this. I mean, you think it's cool because it's tough and, different things, but anyway, it's not. So that verse really hit home with me. And I went over there and I saw this, and then I had another little eagle that, sat here. And of course, I had that stump. Now, this stump is a cypress stump, and I got this when I graduated Ranger School, and all the members of my platoon signed it. And it was very special to me because um, they signed it, but on it was a skull that was carved into it. And on the skull, it says, Rangers never die, they go to hell and regroup. So I immediately struck a chord with me, and I was like, okay, um, that needs to go. That does need to go. And I couldn't put away that verse. I mean, so I was, um, spoke to me, so it had to go. And as you can see, I got other things, painting, stuff like that, but I just, I couldn't put that away. I knew the Lord wanted it to go. Um, so um, I end up going mountain biking today. I threw a different picture up. This is an eagle the Lord showed me when he called me to work for him, and I find it very beautiful. When I saw it, I about fainted. But anyway, it was this glorious eagle in the sky in the clouds. But anyway, so I end up going mountain biking today, and I took all this stuff in a box, and I was like, I'll just, I didn't want to go to a gas station. I know they'd be stealing their dumpster, doing their stuff. So I was like, I'll just go to the park, and there's a dumpster there. I'll dump that stuff. So I got in the car, and as I got done mountain biking, I pulled up to the dumpster, and I bowed my head and I said, Lord, um, of course these things mean a lot to me. You know, um, whole platoon signed this one, and the brass eagle didn't really mean that much to me. It was my father's, and he was abusive, and you know, long story short, it didn't mean, it had no sentimental value really. I thought it was neat, but the stump was really, I knew what was on it was grotesque. However, you know, all my friends did sign it, and I'll never see them. I haven't seen those guys again, really. But so I bowed my head and I prayed and I said, Lord, um, I'm going to let these go because my relationship with you, by all means everything to me, and I'll do what it takes. And if you find these offensive, which the one I definitely do, then so be it. It goes. And when I lifted my head up for prayer, from prayer, what I saw above the lake and what I felt threw me for a loop. Now I'm gonna pull a picture up. Understand when I took a picture of this, I had already seen it for a few seconds and then it disappeared. It was like a rainbow ball. It was very distinct. There was no rainbow. There was no like bow shape to it. It was a spot. It was a rainbow spot sitting in the sky. And I've only seen this eagle. Um, I saw something else in the heavens. I saw a couple crosses one time. I saw some other things, but I've never felt this. Um, when I looked up, there was a rainbow ball, and I had this feeling of not so much in words, the Lord speaking to me, but I felt a message of I'm thankful, I love you, and what you've done is shows you loves me, and it was just a, like I said, I can't put it into words, but it was more of a feeling of a direct feeling from God, like what you've done makes me happy type of feeling, and I'm happy to call you a son. I'm happy to that you've put these things aside for our relationship type of feeling. That's all I can explain There was no words. I didn't feel an utterance, but I felt a feeling, and it just kind of I just started praising God, and I thanked him, and I told him, I was like, I was kind of speechless for a second, but you know um, he means everything to me, and um, I looked at it, then I opened my car door, stepped out on my truck just to look at it, making sure it wasn't a window thing, and it wasn't. It was still there. Got back in my truck, took a picture of it, and it was gone. So it was really neat. And I'm gonna throw a picture up of it right now. It sits right here in the center. Now, obviously, the pictures don't do things justice, but take my word for it. That's what it was. It sat right there, and it had all the colors of the rainbow in it, and it was pretty brilliant. But it went away really quick, especially after I snapped the photo. It was a prayer. It was a feeling. And I looked up. It was there, and and it was gone. Um, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you, and also share with you about those idols. I mean, I know that I was caught way off guard. I've been in the book of word in the word for knee deep for chest deep for 3 years, and I never really noticed that. So if you have those things in your home, obviously get rid of them. And time's too short to mess around with anything trivial like that. So um, just reconfirming what I felt to you, felt um, he would make. You feel as well. Anyway, guys, I hope that blesses your day, and God bless you.